You niggas sleep, but I'ma stay up. Nigga, shake up. Huh? I stay running to that bank, bruh. No pay cuts. Money. Easy money like a layup. Yeah. You owe some pay, you gotta pay up right now. You niggas sleep, but I'ma stay up. Saving all my paper, I need a fortune. Raised by them hustlers and them killers, no for extortion. Every dollar sold, I need my portion. Fucking on your bitch,
The way you said
got
it
an
was like,
abortion. Wife ain't with the shit, then I'm divorcing. Ain't no nigga made me, ain't no bitch save me. Money running through my veins, bitch, I need an IV. Ain't no nigga sign me, ain't no nigga play me. They got a mission, got love for me, cause I stand on business right now. I check the paper running through the trenches, you ain't convincing. All that tough talk, but we ain't listening. Buy some pussy niggas for they motherfucking dividends. Get that, cause they bad, and let them pussies live in shit. You pray to God you see my vision. I ain't wanna kill nobody.
I like your chain, Twan, man. That's a nice Jordan shirt, man. God damn, man.
Put them in the blender, watch them shake, nigga. Activate that cheat code. I couldn't wait, nigga. Got a couple rounds for the hate, nigga. On the late
not being paid.
my dick ate, nigga.
I feel like you being paid.
I say run into
feel like
that
you
bank,
being
bro,
paid,
no
but I
pay
ain't
cuts.
getting all that.
Easy
So I
money
wouldn't get
like a
told I'm doing
layup. You owe some paper, you gotta pay up. You niggas sleep, but I'ma stay up. Shake up. I stay running to that bank, bro, no pay cuts. Easy money like a layup. You owe some paper, you gotta pay up. Money. You niggas sleep, but I'ma stay up. Bag in right now. Go on, bag that Jag in that Aston. Yeah, bitch, I spin it on that fashion, no lacking. We'll turn this shit tragic, my faction. Pussy. I get money without asking, no practice. They threw me in the game, built my rank. Niggas knew that I wasn't playing. How I'm laying. I'm staying, I'm the man. Need them bands in my hand.
Call yourself checking. Call yourself
Hey,
checking.
listen. We live on the motherfucking Shank Show where we get paper and we stay low. Hey, man, say,
Oh
man.
my God, this nigga crazy.
Hey, man, say, man, we live right now on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So go to those platforms and you can watch us live right now. Please get in the chat, comment in the chat. The chat is open. All comments will be read live on all platforms. Hey, we got a full panel tonight, people. First and foremost, I want to do my introductions. I want to introduce motherfucking Son the 7th to the Shank Show. What's happening, my baby?
What's the word?
Can't call it, man. Next, I want to introduce Adrian to the Shank Show. How you doing, beautiful?
I'm all right. Blessed to be here.
That's what's up. That's what's up. There you go. Next, I want to say Twan, Big Twan, Joy Rose Finest in the motherfucking building. What's happening?
What's going on, bro?
It's all good, man. Appreciate you for being here. Next, I want to introduce 2 Tons to the Shank Show. What's happening, my baby?
What's happening?
Oh, it's all good, man. We finna get into it. Next, I want to introduce Deuce Vaughn, Number Street's Finest, the biggest in the building. What's happening?
What's going on, my baby? You good? What's going on, everybody?
It's all good, man. It's all good. Last but not least, we have a new panelist to the Shank Show. His name is David Evans. How you doing, David? Welcome to the Shank Show, my brother.
What up, though?
Oh, it's all
Good
good.
to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Glad to have you, man. So, hey, listen, we're going to get off into it. Right into the first topic of the motherfucking night. And you know, this topic has been a topic that's been very controversial in the media lately. And this topic is Mr. Larry Hoover. Mr. Larry Hoover is a long-time leader, founder of the Gangster Disciples, Growth and Development. And I want to start off with Big Twan because Twan, you know, is very versed in this in this category. So I wanna let him speak on this first. If anybody got background noise, please mute up. We're gonna get into this first topic. So Twine, man, what you think about Larry Hoover and him saying he wants nothing to do with the GDs anymore? What's your thoughts?
I mean, late 70s, he been denounced gangster disciple. He been said that it was growth and development. That's what 7-4 stand for now today. You know, it's the uniters, you know, and I stand firmly on my 6. You know, that's what I am. I'm one of his followers. So, one of his students. And the man been gone 40 or 50 years. They took his life from him. So, it's all right for him to come home and be with his family. Like, he's saying what he got to say to get out of there. Like, anybody that'll be is with a life sentence for no reason at all. Like, that's what, I ain't gonna say reason at all. I mean, he, you know, but I don't know, the treatment, ADX, 23.5-hour lockdown for all these years.
Hey, when you say that 23.5, hey, hold on, Twine. Hey, Mandy, how you doing? I want to introduce Mandy to the Shank Show. What's up, baby?
Hey, how's everybody doing?
It's all good. Twine, so when you say 23.5-hour lockdown, I think that when you say that, I think that go over a lot of people's head. They don't really realize what that really entails. Can you just go into that a little more detail about a 23.5-hour lockdown?
Yeah, they got them in Florence, Colorado, in the mountains. Shit. Man don't get no visits. Like, he don't get to hold his grandkids, don't get to have no type of relationships outside of the world. Like, the man's such a, you know, passionate speaker, great speaker, they don't even allow him to write letters. He can't even speak really to his family with letters, anything. Like, they took the man's whole life from him. They buried him alive. And the man just want to come home and be a family man first, be a man alive. And,
can I ask you a question, though?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That Chicago shit just seemed like a whole different, like, thing to us. You know what I'm saying? Looking at it from a Detroit perspective, that shit just seemed like Beirut or Chirac, like they call it. You know, like it's Iraq or some, like some real crazy type shit. So, what I want to ask to somebody who not looking at it from the outside, who actually a part, who's, you know, can tell somebody from the outside an inside point of view. If Larry Hoover came home, would he be able to have influence over the current people that's running the thing now? And are there any elders around from his generation still today that's still, like, influential?
I don't think he had no influence. But go
yes,
ahead,
sir.
Twine.
Yeah, I have a big influence on, and it's a lot of elders. One of the elders just came home, which is Lil Durk's father. And not to speak on his rank or anything like that, but he up there. You got a lot of high-ranking members that's still out of the land, that's still out of Chicago. You know, you got a lot of high-ranking members that's out of Memphis, Tennessee now that they got the house. You know, the house is in Tennessee, so can't speak more on that. But, yeah, it's a lot of influence that the man can have. Reason why he's not able to have letters, visits, and things of that now because of his influence.
So that's what they still scared of, man.
Yeah, see, if he was still gangster disciple, he would have been home. But him switching to growth and development, him organizing voters to go vote for mayors of Chicago, senates, stuff like that, for him to have 40,000 people go to the polls, gangsters.
That's the type of influence they scared of, not really the gang side.
Exactly.
Every Saturday, every 6 days, he'd make everybody come in and pay. Millions was coming to his family and his beliefs every Saturday because he had streets all under the umbrella. You know, BDs is under the umbrella. GDs, Maniac Disciples, all of them is under the umbrella of him. the reason why they all renegading is all this stuff and chaotic because they took him. That's why everything is so chaotic because you take the leader, you take the head, everything does follow.
So, you know, with Larry Hoover, man, do you think that him saying he want nothing to do with them, is that just to try to leverage getting out, or do you think he really is meaning that?
It's not even understanding, like, the man could say, you know, he real strong with the Muslim population in there right now. Sunnis and stuff like that, as far as with like vision wise, you know, he studied a lot of Islam in there. And you could strip everything away from the man. He is who he is. So if he stripped everything from what he, you know, all the titles, all the labels, he could come home like a Wallow 267, where he would just come home and the shit that he is saying and the shit that he would speak about, the gangster breed out his blood. So the shit that he'll come home and talk about and preach with all the young dudes and have people doing and the influence that he will have on it that will give him way more of a title than the name will ever give, if that make any sense. Like the title of what he is doesn't matter. It's his words that matter. You get what I'm saying? It's the shit that he could come home and say, the programming for kids, the certain shit that he would do will show his actions more than he could ever say. You know, you could say whatever you want to say. I'm this, I'm that, I'm a this, I'm a that. But your actions gonna speak way louder than any word. So it don't matter what a man say with this. You know, me and Bond always talk. We always watching Charleston White. He say, don't worry about the Mac. Don't worry about the talking. You know, it's about the action and what I do. So I don't think that him talking to him saying what he is or not is, I don't think that even matters. I feel like his actions show more of what his words is. But that's just like if we still dope and we get locked up for selling dope, we not gonna go in front of a parole board and say, yeah, when I go home, I'm gonna go back to selling dope. I'm gonna go back to robbing people. You say what you're saying because they got you confined. You gotta say what you're saying so you can get back free.
Facts. Hey, I wanna take the time real quick. I know his audio is connecting. But that's interesting, Twine, man. Larry Hoover, man. And Larry Hoover's son, well, people don't know, has had an interesting life as well, you know. Just think about your father being locked up. You seeing him, you able to see him, but it's always in jail, you know. So yeah, man. So do you think that Twine, last question, do you think that this is going to help him get out?
I mean, I pray for it. I'm speaking into existence, but I don't think they'll allow him out. I think Trump was going to try to allow him bigger politics than what we could see to the eye. I think it's way past us. You know, they got him as the founder as one of the most dangerous gangs, one of the most influential gangs all time. You know, so I don't think that they'll allow him for that. But
you think Wack and Lil J hurt me?
Nah, I think that the people that's on top of his release don't even pay attention to Lil J and Wack 100 at all. I don't think they even got an influence enough to. I don't. It's like I don't know. I can't explain his situation. But the family trying hard as hell. They keep going through appeals. They helping bring in money for our finances for lawyers so his name don't die. That Drake and Kanye concert just did a lot for us, for the nation, for the family, for the finances and stuff like that. But I feel like for them to keep a man inside of a mountain for 30, 40 years where he can't even hold his grandkids, never been able to touch his grandkids, can't touch his wife, his family, and stuff like that. I feel like, I don't know, that's like a deep hatred, you know what I'm saying, as far as with this man. And I don't feel like nobody, one or two people got to say so in this man's feet. I don't think
his business cut off?
Yeah.
He
ain't had no business in a while because they say that he's a master manipulator. They say if he's able to be around any one person by himself, he can manipulate them to do something of substance, nigga.
Man, John Gotti had visitors.
Yeah, can't have it.
Yeah, he was the boss of the motherfucking Italian, the Gambino crime family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that nigga had visitors.
That's the influence they put him at, where anytime even a CEO, when CEOs come and talk to Larry, it gotta be more CEOs. No one CEO can come talk to him at a time. It has to be coming tools, and every conversation has to be recorded, monitored, 24-hour, even with the CEOs.
Dang.
Words is that powerful that even with the CEOs, he can't talk to them alone.
So imagine this, y'all.
He must have got a track record in prison for doing that already, then, right?
He made as a lifer. He got.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I can imagine when he first went in, he probably wasn't on the straight and narrow, but like probably for a decade plus.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
Hundreds of thousands of gangsters paid him every Saturday. Whatever they made on him, they had to bring to him every Saturday. He was a lifer in prison with 3 homicides at a level 1 camp where he could come in and out as he pleased. Where he could have any staff meetings and stuff as pleased. And they used niggas' badges and shit to come in to hear how he orchestrated businesses and how he orchestrated voters and how he put senators in and how he put the mayor of Chicago in office. So
it's like some Italian mafia boss type shit, Cosa Nostra.
Yeah, so for that right there, they scared of his speech. And the last time he was able to be recorded was when Jay Prince put, "We need to come together," not, regular people, but we talking street people, gangsters, all the thugs. He trying to unite. They think he was trying to, unite Bloods, Crips, Lords.
They always been scared of that, though. The establishment always been scared of that notion right there of Bloods, Crips, GDs, Lords, whatever. Everybody just fucking uniting somehow. They always been afraid of that.
And they feel that he's that powerful where he could come and talk to Order Top and lead the Order organization, and he could give something to somebody in every organization and bring them all to one table.
They know the power is at the ballot box, bro. That's what people gotta realize. Like, people say, I ain't voting. Like, okay. I mean, I can understand people's frustration to say I ain't voting. But that's where the power is at, bro. That's how the mafia ran shit. They get all of their people in place to get shit done how they want it done. And if you don't vote, you can't get your people in place, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what they scared of. So when they hear people talking like that, you know what I'm saying? They're like, no, we finna cut that shit up. We finna break that shit apart. You know what I mean? Like, no, we ain't going for that.
Yeah, you got somebody that can walk in the heads of every household, sit with the dudes with real influence to say that we gonna get this in our neighborhood. We want these YMCAs. We want these back to school programs. We want this mayor because he for us. Get him out of office. We want this for us. Get this senator out of office. Man, they keep you in ADX.
And even on like a smaller scale, like in the sports world, like Deion Sanders. Look what he doing for HBCUs. They scared of that, bro, because they scared all these 5-star recruits and shit gonna start going to these HBCUs and all these big schools like Alabama and all of them gonna start losing. Look at Nick Saban crying like a bitch. He lost out of one player. After you done had the last how many fucking 100 number 1 recruiting classes, he done had 10, 12, 13, 14 number 1 recruiting classes in a row. He lost out on one player to Deion Sanders at an HBCU and started crying like a bitch.
Yeah.
They scared of that, bro.
Yeah, most definitely, man. They want us to stay with the jury and all the clothes and all the shit. They want us to stay with the rap music. They want us to stay with the facade. Anytime we get to trying to complain or trying to change our own narrative without complaining and just change the narrative, they'll change your way. So that's I seen it with my own eye. I see what they do to make a man disappear.
No doubt.
That really made a man disappear. That really made a top man disappear out of the world. Like, this man don't even, you can't even hear him on the phone conversation. Can't even see a no writing. Can't even see a letter, you know. So they really made a grown man disappear for 30 years in front of our eyes.
So everybody's talking at the same time.
Everybody got
Look, everybody invested.
Yeah, you know what?
I read up on it, so it's kind of like I know who he is now. Like thinking about, you know, how people mention his name in songs and seeing that the Ghetto Boys, the last time he talked about any protest was on their album in the 90s. So it's a level of power that we have to change the world, and of course we're going to be stopped. Especially it was way bigger than selling drugs, way bigger than killing somebody. So I know, I just feel like he's not, I don't think that he's going to get out just based off of all that. They don't want us to see us win, just like he was saying.
Right. It's just like that. It's just like that movie. I'm getting feedback. It's just like that movie. It was called Baby Gangster, and it was funded by Bloods and Crips. Okay, it wasn't a bad movie. You know, Snoop Dogg had it through his feed, and they was getting a little bit of traction, you know, that way. But it never took off really. It was like it was blackballed. And I think it was blackballed because of the fact that Bloods and Crips came together to fund this project. A motion picture that could potentially, you know, make lots of money, you know, and uniting people at the same time. Like we can pull together and do some major things, you know. And it's like you're definitely right. They do not want that to happen. They do not want that in existence, you know, because, you know, first of all, you know, how we ruled for thousands of years. And it's like they have a vow that we'll never be in that position again, you know. So it's like, what do? You know, a lot of people are afraid to band together because when you band together, you know, they want to take you down. They want to make you look like you're a pedophile, make you look like you're selling drugs, or make you look like you're doing this, or you know what I'm saying? So it's like people are afraid, even the ones that got money are afraid to band together and say, let's do this. Because every time they try to do something, they come down pretty hard for you. So the thing is, it's not, let's just say fuck it and give up. No, we have to be strategic. There's vehicles in place already. It's not about reinventing the wheel. You know what I mean? If we come together, we have to come together fierce. You know? You can't go into a war, you're in the middle of a battle zone, and they shooting, and you standing there, and just, you got all this weaponry, you just standing there. And they just pop, pop, pop. They clapping, we got to clap back. Not necessarily saying in that sense, you feel me? But like, when the person get blackballed, right, then the guys with the money just pull some money together, you know, and say, hey, okay, like with Master P, they started blackballing him, and what they should, you know, a lot of people should have did is say, hey man, I got 20 million, you got 20 million, fuck it, let's go ahead and run this marketing campaign, let's get this network up. You see what I'm saying? You know, he had his own network too. He had his own network and everything, and boom, blackball. Every time we try to do something, and then as soon as they fire one little shot, you know, and blackball, then everybody want to just go sit down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? In the corner. Fuck that. You know what I mean? We can't sit down in the corner because that shit don't work. You know?
Yeah, but you gotta understand that with the powers that we up against, like it's a lose-lose. Like you can't it's a lose-lose. Reason why I say it's a lose-lose situation is because when somebody went to war with everybody and they defeated everybody, they killed everybody, they put a lot of blood on their swords to have in place the structure, the judicial systems, the executive, all these different branches to create the laws, to create everything. When the person put a lot of blood on their swords and guns for this, got a bunch of nuclear bombs and go to war with countries for this, even us talking about shit like this could get on their radar and they'll raid your house and hit you as a political prisoner. And you got no rights as a political prisoner. And you get to talking that shit, they put you in a nut house. You got no rights as a person in a nut house. You have no rights. You're no longer even a United States citizen if they feel like you could harm yourself. They feel like you can harm yourself or harm others, man. You don't even got the same rights as a United States citizen no more, man. They can put you in a boom boom nut house and just say you're crazy. So when you dealing with people that got city police, state police, FBI, CIA, Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, Secret Service, man, you dealing with a different monster than a motherfucker that's trying to say we need our rights. And it ain't even no color. It ain't even a color thing. It ain't even a black and white thing. It's an American thing. No matter who sit at that branch, it's so embedded into their system. It ain't no one. The only motherfucker that had a spit of a chance was the Nation of Islam, was Farrakhan. That's the strongest black man that I ever seen in my time off of his command of his army, his connections. What was that country, Kaden tried to give him $1 billion in America, told him he better not take that money?
Gaddafi was Libya.
Libya. Yeah. And then they went over there and killed Gaddafi for trying to give American Muslims $1 billion. Went over there and killed him, told him he was trying to bomb us or some shit like. These people, you gotta understand, is we dealing with
Gaddafi. Yeah, but see right now, we kind of the powers that be is not like the same like it used to be. There's a division amongst them right now, and it was just that war. If you really paid attention, you'd have seen what was going on. All the thousands of things that was passed out, and all of a sudden they disappeared, and all that shit. Those indictments with the human trafficking and all that. Mm-hmm. So it was a power struggle between those people in that club. You all know what I'm talking about. That club, and then there was another alliance and these other organizations that band together, and they warred with it. They lost, but it was a division there. So there may be some creative ways to make alliances to make some changes. You know what I mean?
Will we just celebrate with the 4th of July?
Independence Day. Independence Day.
What was independence from
what? Great Britain?
Great Britain, yeah.
So the people that came over here that took this land over was Great Britain, English, and they didn't even want to be tied to their own people no motherfucking more. They wanted their own shit. Went to war with
because they wanted representation. They wanted taxation without representation.
Exactly.
See, they wanted to tax the American people from way over in London without actually having no delegates or no people over here to really represent. You know what I mean? So they was like, nah, we ain't going for that shit. So,
Now, this is the war after they went to war with everybody. After they came over here, slaughtered all the natives, all the French, because French was over here first, even before they was over here. They went north. A lot of with the French Canadians and all that, they went to Canada and stuff. Like Great Britain came like last down there and took this mug. Then they went to war with their own people for it. Then the North had a different type of set of rules. The South had a different type of set of rules. Right. And like a whole nother fresh. They went to war with each other. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like they went to war for so many times with everybody and with each other to structure what they have now. And for anybody that's free falling of what they feel we can do if we not willing to really go to war and die and kill and still really wouldn't help no much, I don't see it happening.
There's ways to do it without that. So probably shouldn't talk about that.
Hey, so Tons, did you comment on Larry Hoover? What you think about him denouncing himself from the GDs?
Yeah, I didn't know the extent of how they had him housed, and he has to be monitored and all this. Man, that's something else. I'm telling you, that just goes to show how intelligent we are, but and how fearful the powers that be is of that, and people like that coming together. I think that a lot of people go through the system and they become different people, maybe, in some regards, and try to unite people like he tried to do with the growth and development, and it's just fucked up, man. That you want to stop that. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Come on, man. That's just like the other guy, the young guy, young Pharaoh. He was trying to saying, let's put our own nation together, our own military, our own economic system, our own education system, and all that. He was connecting with people all around the world. He was like 24 or 20 some years old, and now he's all, something didn't happen to him. He ain't the same. You know what I'm saying?
They always fuck it up.
This is they find some kind of way to take you down, So, but that's because I feel like, people are not engaging enough. If something happened, then we strategize. We move different ways. We have to move different. They ain't just about kicking in the White House door and shooting niggas down and all that. No, I mean, shit. How much could they blackball? I mean, if you got 100 millionaires, and they say, okay, we're gonna fund this project, well, we ain't in nobody's pocket. We ain't signing. We're not dealing with Lionsgate or dealing with Paramount or whatever. We're gonna do it ourselves. And then they get blackballed. And they say, then all of a sudden this other pool of money come up and pay these companies to put it out there. I mean, we have to just keep moving. We can't just, we have to figure out how to navigate it. You see what I'm saying? Because we can't just roll over. You know what I mean?
That's facts.
We're inching. We're not like, we're not far. Like some people say, we came a long way. No, we've been inching. But even though, through all this stuff that our ancestors went through and just in recent generations, you look at your grandparents when they were growing up, and the things that they had to endure, and we still manage to get ahead. And anything that we get in, we just fucking crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? Science, sports, every fucking thing. Physics, you name it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, eventually, something's going to happen. Eventually, something's going to happen if people are engaged. You have to be engaged. You have to put forth action, effort. You know what I mean? A lot of these people they ain't worried about. That's why they not took down. You still see their faces everywhere. The Jesse Jacksons and all them, they're not concerned or worried about them. You know what I'm saying? Because if they was, then Jesse Jackson would mysteriously become a pedophile. Or you see what I'm saying? Or putting stuff in people's drinks and date raping them and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but we have to think in a way of strategy. We have to move different. We have to be, we don't have to, try to get an excuse to try to, come and kill us down and all this. We have to move different. We have to be smart. You know what I'm saying? There's a way to do everything. There's a problem. We have a fucking problem. But guess what? There's a solution. Or the problem wouldn't exist because the problem is part of the solution. It's an equation. You see what I'm saying? But we just haven't figured the equation out. But the fucking answer is there, or it wouldn't exist. A problem cannot exist without a solution.
What if the answer is moving more in silence? because we feel like we gotta. We
gotta
voice everything to them while they're moving in silence. They're using technology. They're using everything behind the scenes, and we're just. I want to be, I want to be heard. Mommy, listen to me.
Right. That's fuck that shit. That. They're executing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're executing. So when we try to execute, then they step up because you know what I'm saying. You pop at somebody, they pop back. They, okay, fuck this, fuck it, then. Okay, you know what I mean? That's what we.
Let me do this. Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I'm not saying literally now. I'm not saying. I'm saying. Yeah.
Heavy, you there? Heavy.
Yeah.
What's happening, Captain?
What up, Joe?
Hey, so Dig, so what you think about Larry Hoover and him denouncing the GD's growth and development? That's what you think?
What you say again, bro?
What you think about Larry Hoover, the longtime founder, leader of the Gangster Disciples, him recently coming out? He's been locked up for about 30 years in Colorado in the cave some motherfucking where. And he says he done with the Gangster Disciples. He don't want nothing to do with them. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, my thoughts is he just did 30 motherfucking years, man. If he want to be done with that shit, be done. You feel me? He want to get out here and live his life, live a good life, a relaxing life, a stress-free life, another life. He did 30 years for the game. That's enough.
Hell yes.
So he can be done. I agree. You know what I mean? Like, be done. He just gave him 30. Shit, he done with this shit. You feel me? So that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Heads up to him.
Recently, Drake, Kanye, Jay Prince, and Larry Hoover Jr. threw a benefit concert, to raise money and awareness of his situation and try to get him free. And so I think this is another notch to him trying to, because he got how many years he get, Twan?
Life. He been in there since 1973. 83, 93, 03, 13. He been in there almost 50 years.
Dang.
He been in there 48 years.
Wow.
He been in there since 1973.
48 years.
So at that point, man, I would want to just come out, dog, and just be free and just live the rest of my life and touch my family and kids and whatever shit like that. So I understand. He gave the GDs 30 fucking years of his life. And more than that, because before he went, he gave him some time.
50.
So, you get what I'm saying? So guess what, man? He an OG nigga. He gave him 30 years to the game. Bring his ass out, relax. Go to Kokomo Beach or something.
Kokomo Beach is crazy. Hey, so facts, man. Appreciate that, Eddie.
I ain't even counted that many years. Man, really been in prison 48 years.
48 years, that's a long time, man. Hey, son of seventh, man. Hey, what's your thoughts on Larry Hoover and him saying he doesn't want anything to do with GDs anymore? What's your thoughts, son? Gotta unmute.
Got you, my bad. Yeah, that's why I was kind of picking Twan brain on it, because I really don't know, but like I said, from the outside looking in, all my observations just probably off the mark any motherfucking way. Like I said, us looking in, the shit just seemed like a whole different type of ordeal, you know what I mean, from anything I ever dealt with. You know what I mean? So it might be similar, but I'm just saying, just the way we view it and perceive it from the way it's reported. Because I ain't got no feet on the ground over there. So, but as far as him renouncing it, I guess it's guess he would have to kind of do that to, you know what I'm saying, if he had any choice, if he had any chance of
getting home. Shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like Twan was saying, that influence is what they scared of. And they ain't scared of no gang influence because they could just lock niggas up who gang violence. You know what I mean? But that political influence, that social influence, that's what the shit that motherfuckers scared of.
Facts.
That gang.
What's that man right here that's got the phone on mute, that got the High Rise Life? What's his name?
Which one?
Right here with High Rise Life behind this, with the suit on.
Oh, that's 2 tons. 2 tons.
Oh, tons.
Yeah, tons.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was telling him. Like, you know, they got to play. They make niggas disappear for shit like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't know. How you feel about him renouncing that? I'm saying, do you think it's something that he's doing, that it's in his heart that he's renouncing it, or that's something that he just got to do in order to get out?
Who that question to?
That's the Twan.
Okay.
Because he's the only one I can really go to get any type of insight.
Mm-hmm. When a man in 1978 took growth and development, he renounced.
So he been renounced it.
He been renounced Gangsta Disciple. Gangsta Disciple been gone since 78, 79. Anybody 80 and above still saying that they under the 360 is a motherfucking lie. You wasn't even old enough. You name ain't even in no books to say it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't one of the members. You ain't on no board. You ain't no nothing. So that doesn't affect me. He been telling niggas, because we older. We all got kids. We all got nephews and nieces. We all see the bullshit that's out here. He just saw it, or we saw it.
So what about the active guys who out here just active gang culture? Fuck all the growth and development.
Yep.
They straight up gang culture. Do he got any type of influence over there?
I mean, these kids that's doing the murders, man. 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 16, 15. These the kids that's doing all the shootings and murders.
So can he reach them?
They can be reached, but they gotta go to everybody renegade. Just like I want to, a BD and a GD is the same thing. They got the same. They under the same six. David Barksdale and Larry Hoover is under the same six. The 6-point star, he is the star for David Barksdale. He's the king of all kings, which is the BD king, but his GD is he the king of all kings and Larry the king.
So, David, right?
He's the king of all kings, so it doesn't even make sense. Like that's just like a rolling 60 crip and a rolling 55 crip beef. Like y'all under the same flag, like. Y'all are under the same teaching. Y'all got the same leadership. It's just the leader gone. So now y'all don't know it no more. So that's all it is. But yeah, I feel that the babies have no influence. They all renegade. They'll be whatever that today and be split flop tomorrow. They lost. They got no. They took away a whole generation of leaders, and now they taking away a whole another generation. There's nobody to teach these young motherfuckers. Me and Shank.
What about Dirk's father?
Huh?
What about Dirk's father?
He a top member.
What about Rank Sankey?
How come he can't reach out and change shit?
It's dangerous with that situation because the GDs at war and the GDs and BDs is at an all-time war. This man's the top head BDs and he's one of the top head GDs. And y'all wonder why the war is so one-sided in Chicago. Mm-hmm. Your daddy is on the board and a member that could get all these guys addresses and give all these guys to who they want to give up. And your son, their biggest enemy. Mm-hmm. And y'all wonder why the war in Chicago is so one-sided. That guy with hundreds of millions of dollars, and his father is one of the most influential guys that he beefing with. So I mean, they doing a lot. His daddy real knowledgeable, but he behind the scenes. He not gonna come out in front of the scenes. He real knowledgeable behind the scenes, and he starting a lot of things from getting hit.
Hey, hey, Twan, let me ask you this. Would you say that being that that's the situation with Dirk father's a high ranking GD and Dirk is a BD, that maybe this is the start of the change, possibly of in the right direction of bringing some type of continuity to that gang culture to where motherfuckers ain't got to be so divided. Maybe niggas can get some money. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I think gotta be on. Back in Chicago in the 80s, 90s, 70s, shit like that, you had to be something different than you had to be nowadays. You know, they killed this man's son. They lost a lot to this. Ain't no telling how. Ain't no telling how a guy heart is when, you know, the streets killed your son and took your life. You don't know how a guy heart is. So whatever he feel and whatever he think is what the narrative he gonna push. If he want to push what he been pushing, then he gonna push what he gonna be pushing. But whatever it is, he live by the old codes. And his number one is silence and secrecy. So we'd never know what he pushed because he'd never tell us. That's what make him more dangerous than Dirk and all the other guys, and that's why he's number 2, number 3 ahead of our organization, because you'll never know what that man thinking, and you'll never know where his reach is, and you'll never know what direction he going. Not even his followers that's on the lower of the totem pole, because he coming home to restructure stuff. He been gone a lot of years too. So, and then indictments the feds, so ain't no telling what the reach to do. See, people are scared of you know, the FBI. You know, they got these RICO laws, they got all these other different laws, they got all this. They scared of anybody that's forming groups. And they got a real good track record of deorganizing groups, especially of black people. Whites, blacks, whatever. They gonna disorganize anything that they feel is effective to their narrative.
Okay. So I appreciate that perspective, man. Hey, I want to introduce Q to the motherfucking Shank Show. What's happening, Q?
What up, baby?
What's the deal?
What it do, baby?
Hey, listen, man.
What up,
hey, we was just
what
on
up, Ken?
we was just on the topic of Larry Hoover, man. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the chance to respond to this Q. Larry Hoover, he said he wants nothing to do with the GDs no more. And you know he's been locked up for about 48 years. Twan calculated it, 48 years in Colorado in a cave somewhere in the mountains. So he's been on a 23 and a half hour lockdown this whole time. So what's your thoughts on this, man?
Shit. Sound like they broke his ass, them motherfucking hunkies. Sound like they broke him, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was loyal to his gang. That's where he started at. Sound like they broke him, bro. Sound like he like, fuck that gang shit. I'm ready to get free. Y'all got me. Y'all won. Nigga, I'm doing something else. But it started off, you know, them being, you know, it started off, you know, Black Power. It started off Unite. You know what I'm saying? That's what it started off. They took the leaders out the gang, locked their ass up. And then, you know what I'm saying? After a while, that nigga was locked up. They broke his ass, bro. That's what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? It looked like they winning right now. We losing. That's what it looked like.
Now, Q, just recently, Kanye West, Drake, Jay Prince, and Larry Hoover Jr. threw a benefits concert, you know, to raise money and awareness to try to get Larry Hoover out of jail. So what do you think about things like that? Do you think that them doing that shows just how much influence, because they say they're very worried about his social influence. Do you think them throwing that concert was a step in the right direction, or maybe it was a step in the wrong direction, because they can look at it like, look at his influence. He got Drake and he got this person and that person.
I mean, at the end of the day, dog, niggas, niggas can't make shit happen, bro. They were just in it to make money, bro. You know what I'm saying? It might sound good, look good, but they were just in it to make money. You know what I'm saying? Niggas really ain't got no influence unless we unite for real, make something. You know what I'm saying? Make something happen. Like white folks, man, they come out here and kill. They go out here and kill, take shit over.
Yeah.
Like unless we on that type tip, shit ain't working, bro. We can go protest, we can go march, we can go throw parties, we can do all that dumb shit. But unless it come down to the, you know what I'm saying, pulling that trigger, unless we come down here, you know what I'm saying, aggressively, man, that shit is all for the money and just look good, bro.
Hey, you know what, Q? That's crazy you say that, because that's been an ongoing narrative throughout these shows, is that, you know, we have to do something more substantial to make a statement, you know, that we
the white folks showed us that, so shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't taking no land, you ain't taking shit unless you go in there pulling that trigger, bro. You ain't gonna be hurt unless you come straight hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
So all that other shit, man, that shit weak. That shit just for, you know what I'm saying, make money, just, you know what I mean?
No, that's facts. Facts, Q.
That's like what we was just talking about a few minutes ago. I had mentioned that there was like a little power struggle that went on not too long ago, and what they did is use their secret religious practices and all that kind of stuff against them. And because a lot of stuff was illegal and things that they were doing, all that pedophilia and all that type of shit, and was exposing them. You know what I mean? So there's different ways to wage war. You know what I mean? Where in today's time, I mean, it'll be kind of hard to pick up guns and try to take shit over because things are so advanced with the technology and military right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, we don't have that type of artillery in our possession. You know what I mean?
But we can make a hell of a statement, though.
Right.
We can make that be like.
I mean, there's. I mean,
hey, bro. In reality, I ain't gonna lie. In reality, it's only one way, bro, and that's a proven fact, bro. It's only one way. However you do it, you gotta be super aggressive. You know what I mean? It ain't no other way about it, bro.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be aggressive. It has to be aggressive, like definitely.
Yeah.
And we touched on that earlier.
Go all the way. You gotta go all the way. You gotta go further than the next person gonna go.
Right. Because this is what happens when we try to do stuff. You know, as soon as the first shot fired, they back off. You see what I'm saying? And you know, there's no like for instance, if people trying to pool money to do things and not be under the thumb of the corporate mafia and all this type of shit, and you know what I'm saying? They get blackballed, shit like that. They get blackballed, silenced, count seized, all kind of weird shit that happens to these guys because we trying to pool together and unite. But what I'm saying is that when these things happen, when people start getting blackballed, shadow banned, all kind of weird shit that they doing, Me Too and all this to your ass, you know, they stop. They don't keep, you know, they're not aggressive enough. You know what I mean? You got to keep moving. You got to keep going. They move this way, they attack it this way. Okay, this is our contingency for this. This is our contingency for that. You see what I'm saying? Opposed to just saying, okay, we done, and then everybody looking and see them over there getting, you know, fucked up, and nobody's doing nothing to help them, or nobody's doing nothing to continue the movement. You see what I'm saying? Everybody just shut the fuck up and back off and let them get fucked up. Okay, damn, that's fucked up. What happened to them? You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, no, fuck that. Hey, here's 20 million. He got 20 million. Let's do this. You see what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and fund our own marketing stream. We don't have to be on these other, you know, under these other people. But they engineer it where you damn near have to. That's like what's his name? The rapper, the snitch guy, Tekashi.
Snitch 9.
Yeah, like how Snitch 9, you know, before he even got a deal, man, he was touring around the fucking world. You see what I'm saying? Because they was pooling that money and putting that marketing out there, and he was doing the damn thing on the social media, And before they even realized who this little nigga was, his niggas touring all overseas everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And whoever got background noise, mute your phone. Whoever got TV on or whatever, mute your phone. Hey, listen. So
then he finally got it. He finally went and got it, and they engineered it where he had to come and still get a deal. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Is we talking about like far as like political change in the world, or are we talking about like the marketing the movies and music?
I'm just using that as an example because it's the same thing.
Okay.
I'm just using that as an example because they got their newts around all that shit. The politics, the entertainment industry, sports.
Dollars that hate our guts. The reason why I feel Russia hate our guts. China hate our guts.
Right.
They thrown this bitch and put a Russians, Chinese ahead of it. Like, we'll blow ourselves up. We got nuclear bombs. We'll blow ourselves up. I feel like changing the narrative in any type of violent way, like the guy Q was talking about, I feel like that shit, or even certain other people was talking about blowing this bitch up. I don't feel like that'll end well for nobody that even think and plan. I feel like that should get de-planned in a heartbeat because you got countries that hate. They got countries that work trillions of dollars that got nuclear weapons that can't on a real live strong level. Like, we the strongest power on earth. So anybody talking about just going to shoot a couple cops, that ain't gonna even edge an iceberg.
But see, but I guess the kind of the idea is, if this was something that was widespread, that people would unite together to do this on a level to where they would have to consider a discussion, because so much of it going on. Just like all the shooters. Just say for this instance, just think about this, Twan. All the niggas, when we look at Metro Detroit news right now, we see shootings every day. All these shooting ass niggas. If they place that energy towards retaliation versus wrongful shit that we see, and them same shooting niggas, y'all gonna go and shoot the niggas, so go shoot that motherfucker. You feel me? Them motherfuckers come and do that. They gonna come and say, motherfucker gonna think twice. The cops gonna start thinking twice. Like, hold on. If I kill this nigga, they gonna kill one of my people or me, or something gonna happen to me. So I ain't finna just shoot them for no reason. They gonna start thinking about the shit.
And if you look at any major
go ahead.
Any major thing that ever happened, from Boston bombing, the shootings at the grocery stores, any mass shooting for real. You ever looked at how they 100% accurate on finding that motherfucker the same day or the next day? You ever understood that? Do you know how many satellites and shit that they able to see all these shootings? They just can't use them against us,
right? Because
our rights. But if you understand, if we start putting a war towards these motherfuckers, they gun all our dumb asses down.
They would.
Yeah, we got the geo. You know about the geo tracking and all that?
Man, they got currency trackers. They can grab and put currency trackers to see how many denominations of bills is inside your home. That's why they always go in niggas' walls and burying and taking the treasures out of niggas' backyards that they feel that they burying and shit like that. They just so happen to find the magic walls, like with Big Meats in them. How they find all the money? They got currency trackers like vending machines that sell every denomination in any neighborhood, at any house, man. These people create the money. They create these magnetic strips that's in the money, man. These people create all the narratives that we trying so hard to get. Even with those 20 million here, 20 million here. The 20 million don't mean nothing to them because they could print 20 trillion tomorrow. They printed $3.6 trillion during the pandemic. And they could create inflation, create deflation. These people are real mass manipulators. They're creating paper. Money ain't even backed by gold no more. They got all the gold stored away somewhere, and they just printing dumb shit. And since we the powers of the world, it matters everywhere. What we print in our backyard matters. Every country, every place on earth. Like, these people live right. If you talk, we talk about something too much. When we get off and go on social media, it's gonna be an advertisement. We can talk about Wendy's. Yeah. We can talk about, because we go on our Facebook, it's gonna be something with KFC on.
That's facts.
Like, understand? The fuck we Google. They knowing what we tracking. They knowing what we doing research on.
Everything.
They'll know if we try to plan together a motherfucking army against them. We'll know that when you call me.
But check it though, bro. Like, do you want to be the sheep or the wood? I mean, the wolf. Like at the end of the day, like, do you want to be ran or do you want to run shit? Like, do you want a better future for your son, or do you want a worse future for your kids? You know what I mean? Like these niggas ain't playing with us, bro. Like you said, they got satellites and all that. They got nuclear bombs and all that. They run shit. They got their foot on our neck. So it's like,
wait. The thing about it like this whole thing with the magnetic strips and them tracking us, it creates the fear, and that's what they want, because the fear is what, and the being scared of the what ifs is what stops people from standing up and doing anything. It makes a lot of people sit down.
Right.
Yeah, because these people ain't bullshitting. I just left from prison for 6 years. I just left a lot of niggas that ain't coming home. We talking about a nigga I followed that got 48 years for influence. Fuck you mean? He in the middle of a mountain for 48 years. What else do y'all gotta understand that these people ain't bullshit? Well, y'all
they ain't bullshit, but we trying to figure out
these motherfuckers ain't never pumped, they ain't never played at all. Every nigga
it's gonna be sacrifices. It's gonna be people that's gonna go through that, bro. But do we have to be oppressed the rest of our life because we fear going through that?
Right here with the high-rise life. I can't think his name. What's his name again right here?
That's Tons.
Tons?
Yeah.
He said the smartest shit I ever heard. He shut me up when he just spoke of that. He said we got to inch by inch our way there. Now you look at it, more black judges. More and more black motherfuckers. There's no more red line in the neighborhoods. More and more black families. More and more black millionaires. More and more executives. More and more Tyler Perrys. More and more Jordans. LeBron James just became a billionaire, opening up schools.
Right.
Michael Jordan, I'm down here in the South. Michael Jordan got 3 hospitals in North. Like,
all them niggas.
Oh, go ahead.
All them niggas got to answer to somebody, and that's white people.
It ain't
you know what I'm saying? They still run shit. We inching nowhere. No, we ain't getting nowhere, bro. We'll never run shit.
So
Man,
Q.
It's the same. You right, Q. It's the same as it always been. But in a different light.
We can inch our way there,
but in a different light, over time.
Them niggas
So Q.
We ain't got no goddamn where.
So hold on. So basically,
how do we get somewhere?
So
niggas don't cooperate no fucking way. So all this shit we talking hypothetically. If you waiting for a nigga to do something, shit, you taking a long fucking ride, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going nowhere.
A nigga ain't gonna do a goddamn thing.
So basically, what Q's saying, Twine, is that the LeBron James, the Jordans, the people that are of influence, that has the power and the money and the resources, are still at the end of the day being controlled by a white person at some point.
If you can't understand that in the last 100 years, 50 years, 25 years, that we are creating and growing. We got billionaires now, man.
We ain't grown shit. Okay, good. You know what I'm saying? Just like Bill Cosby.
Let me say this.
They take your bitch ass and do whatever they want to do with your ass. How's that growth? When they take a black billionaire or a black millionaire and do what the fuck they want with them, destroy your goddamn world.
Hold on, let me say.
So tell me how that's growth. Who gives a fuck because it's millionaires or billionaires? So what? They know what to do with your millionaire ass when they ready.
What's your name?
Listen,
we just right?
Fuck.
Let me say this. We just witnessed. Listen.
What the fuck that mean?
Listen.
Hold on. Let me say something. Like for instance, bro. Like black folks don't unite until it's absolutely we have to. You know what I mean? Like in jail.
Then it's only for a period of time.
You got all kind of different gangs that unite. It's like blacks. We all, you know what I'm saying, come down to race.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
They got the whites versus blacks versus Mexicans, whatever. You feel me? But they don't do that out here in reality.
Can you say that? Can you say that as a masses, or are you speaking from place of knowing. Can you speak for it like that a guest that you speaking on?
You talking about as in uniting in jail?
Yeah, as black people uniting. Do you even know who the strongest black people that's uniting? That's buying up all the lands as black people? Do you even know that organization?
No, talk to me.
The Nation of Islam is buying up lands by acres and acres. Even down here, I got a brother that's down here that I grew up with. He used to gang bang with me. Now he down here changed his life. Now they just bought 70 acres outside of Atlanta, Georgia. They teaching all the kids how to purify water.
I got you, but they still under the bacon stun though. They still under the white man.
They never did shit.
Hey, but that's what. But you.
We just witnessed something. Don't
Nation ain't never did shit.
Go ahead.
But run their fucking mouth.
Y'all talking about a country of niggas that went to war with everybody, even themselves, to acquire power, man. We ain't us sitting in this bitch on no podcast and getting no few thousand people. I ain't gonna give a fuck about them and what they pushing, man. That ain't gonna change shit, man. They got shit in laws and writing. If you want to try somewhere, you want to go abroad, go across seas with Akon and them, go try to get the A-coin over there in Africa and try to get some land and change that.
Them 70 acres they bought is for the nation. Them 70 acres they bought is for their organization, for the nation. Not for everybody.
Peaceful, man. We peaceful people.
The nation.
Like you ain't never seen Africa. You ain't never seen Africa go take over another country. We peaceful people. So I get what you're saying. You coming from a peaceful, humble point of view. I get that. But the white man ain't. They know in reality.
Reason why they
know when you're aggressive, it wins. They know fear wins in reality. We peaceful people. I get that. Now, but if we want to win for our next generation, we got to go just as hard as them. That's all I'm saying.
We got a Malcolm X, not Nation of Islam. We got a Malcolm X.
If y'all
somewhere.
That Turner.
Wait. If y'all can't see that we winning and we going in the right direction, then we more minded than we ever been. If y'all can't
winning, bro,
then we going in the right direction.
Well, I guess to Twan's point.
Yeah, how we win.
To Twan.
20, 30 years ago, it was red line.
Right.
You couldn't even buy property out in suburbs. Mm-hmm. You couldn't own certain shit. You couldn't even go to certain schools. You couldn't even white school, black school. You couldn't even do certain shit. Nigga, you couldn't even travel around.
Right.
You could go to certain cities and states. You had no rights.
Yeah. So Twan. So
you still ain't got no.
So what his point is that we got a more of a fair shake now than ever. Is his point?
We got more fair shake than ever now.
But you know what? Hold on, let me talk. You know what? That's what the white people. That's what the white people want y'all to think, that y'all got a fair shake. You feel me? Because that's why they, you know what I'm saying, do what they do with the reverse psychology and all that with niggas. Yeah, let them move in the suburbs. Let them move in. Hold on, let them move in the suburbs. Let them do that. Let them do that. Yeah, but you still, when it come down to it, at the end of the day, it's no accomplishment. It's just you doing what you doing, bro. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Period, bro. And as far as the nation, them niggas selfish. They don't do nothing for nobody but themselves. The Nation of Islam. You feel me? The biggest thing they ever did was the Million Man March. The biggest shit they ever did was the Million Man March.
Like Black
they never did shit for shit.
That's when we won.
Hey, let me say this.
Hold on. We gotta give a couple more people a chance to respond, y'all. Hold on. Hey, David Evans. David Evans, what's happening, man?
Hey, what's happening, man? Hey, I'm thinking about a book that Carl T. Rowan wrote called The White Rat. Now, Carl T. Rowan may be a little bit older your generation, but The White Rat was in regards to a white man helping a black man because he felt obligated to. And I've had that happen to me.
Yeah.
You know? So, in this day and age right now, we have to find a white rat.
I was touching on that earlier. I was trying to
we gotta find a white rat. I mean, there are so many obligations
bro. Come on.
No.
Hold on. Let David finish his point.
They weren't on there. They didn't hear us.
Hold on. Let David finish his point.
Talked about.
Let David finish his point. Go ahead, Dave.
I'm talking about, you have generations of white people, like the Rockefellers gave my grandfather money. So with that type of situation, you have the powers that be, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the Vanderbilts, the powers that be of this nation, of this universe, pretty much, that have the money, that are willing to give us what we need to accomplish what we want.
So, in other words, you saying that we should look for the white folks to help us out? Do you know we the majority? You know, black folks is the majority. And numbers win. That if we unite in numbers, that's why they oppress us. Because we are the strongest people on this earth. Like you ever know you got your homies, right? You ever know in the hood, you always got your homies that put you in the trunk because they jealous, because they look at you because you bigger than them, and they look at you and they be like, damn, dog, and they look at themselves, they like, this nigga bigger than me, and they could be a millionaire, right? And you got 5-10 million, right? And they look at you and they like, damn, and they look at themselves and they judge themselves and they like, I ain't shit, because this nigga bigger than me, right? And they put your ass in the trunk. That's how white folks look at black folks. Because we bigger, we stronger, we better than them. So we don't need to look for them. We don't need to look for no white folks to help us out, bro. We need to unite because we the majority.
Right.
We win in numbers. We the majority. So we can run this motherfucking earth if we want to. And we peaceful people. That's what my man Twine was talking about. He coming at a humble perspective. He coming at a humble, like, you know what I'm saying? And you like, dog, you know what I'm saying? Let's work it out. Let's no, fuck that. Them niggas came and took our land, took our shit, fucked our women, fuck us. That's how they did. We need to do that and then become humble and peaceful after we do that. You feel me? But we need to go hard, bro. And that's what I'm trying to tell Twine. Like in jail, we come together because we pressured to come together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like out in the streets, we don't have to. We divide. But when we get in jail, we gotta come together. So that's what we need to do in the streets. When we understand that, we gotta unite, get together, fuck this bullshit, and come at these niggas the hardest way because we the majority. You win the numbers. Hey, wipe half of us out, right? I ain't scared to die. But at the end of the day,
that's
how the hell do we accomplish that?
Right.
Hold on. He got a question. David, go ahead and pose that question to Q.
Tactfully, how do we accomplish that?
Unite and stop playing. Stop with this humble, because we peaceful people, bro. We are very peaceful people. That's why you ain't never seen Africa take over nothing. We stay in our lane. We gotta get out of that.
And resources being raped. They're not making the money that they're supposed to make.
We gotta be afraid. We gotta be afraid. We gotta stop being afraid.
That's theoretically, you know, we stop being afraid. How to help being killed. What's the course of action?
We just gotta stop being afraid and go hard, bro.
Okay, hold on, Q. Hold on, Q.
I was asking you.
Hold on. With one mic. Son, go ahead. You had a question. Go ahead, son.
These are like theories you coming up with, but he want to know what's the tact. When he said tactfully, how do you accomplish that? Now, then you said theoretically. He want to know what's the plan. What do you do to accomplish
like these Muslims do? Like niggas start blowing up shit. Niggas start getting our motherfucking point across. Like stop playing. We gotta go fucking hard as we possibly can go and stop being afraid of the consequences. That's how we do. That's
right. Let me touch. Hold
on. Can I ask you one question? I asked how much time did you do? Because you brought up a jail reference with me and you. I said, how much time did you do? I did 90 days, but I do a lot of research. Okay. Now you did everything that they told you to do in them 90 days for you to come home and sit on this phone call with us, right? You followed a lot of rules that come with this shit to even be here and have your freedom. Because I know a lot of the renegades, they still in there. I know niggas came with 2 to 20 and doing life sentences and shit like that.
But my point is, nigga, we got to start breaking the rules. Fuck the rules. Yeah, that's my point. Like, we got to make our own rules. We can't keep just going by somebody else.
Let me say this, because let me touch on this, because he wasn't there when we talked earlier. Okay, we talked about there was just recently there was a power struggle. We should have really paid attention to that war that they had amongst themselves. They're divided. You see what I'm saying? So you got the club the club that David Evans was talking about, right? All the people that he named as part of that specific club, and then you had these other clubs, and they had like a war. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like a silent war was going on, and they was exposing. That's how this human trafficking and Epstein and Maxwell and all that, and all the people was getting scared and leaving the country. Tom Hanks, all kind of people was getting the hell out of here because they couldn't believe that Mr. Untouchable was behind bars. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So the white rat story that Dave Evans was talking about, with the way I look at that, it's not as asking a white man for help, but you might make alliances with a powerful, power structure. You see what I'm saying? Right. That's in place. You know what I mean? To make moves.
There you go. That's the thing, bro. Like they wouldn't have very.
That's how it goes.
Very. They had on both sides. They had just as much as everything. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That they kind of lost the other side, the alliances and the Q and all these other organizations that band together with the hackers and everything against that club, because that club, the club, barely is ever contested.
Let me push back on that white rat theory, man.
They rule with the fucking iron fist.
Good luck on having a white motherfucker help you.
I got to push back on that white rat theory, man. Right. Once you
let me finish what I'm saying.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. Now, this organization of these different alliances was multi-racial of people. It wasn't like these were all whites and these were all these groups over here was a mix of people that had the same belief system. You see what I'm saying? It was Mexicans, blacks, whites, all types of people. You know, that worked in intelligence, computer hackers, all type of shit. They had the same common goal, okay? And they worked. This other club has never hardly ever been contested. And anytime somebody even think about contesting them, they get done in so fucking scandalous that nobody want to fucking even think about doing it. You see what I'm saying? But this group over here wore the shit out these motherfuckers and damn near won. Mm. You see what I'm saying? So we need to look at that. You know, if you're looking at something that's above you, that's oppressing you, and then you see the battle strategies that they have against each other, the people that are higher up, and you say, then we can take from that and learn from that.
Man, that's all right. Let me push back on that white rat theory a little bit. Okay, so we already know whoever got the money is the boss. So right. If you stand and find some white guy with a whole bunch of money to fund whatever it is you're trying to do, then that motherfucker's gonna be calling all the shots. Mm-hmm. Right? Ain't nobody putting up their own money to be talking about we equal partners. That's bullshit. There ain't nobody putting up their own all this money that you I don't know why I'm talking to the mic like that, but I don't know why.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's like, come on, bro. That's like, I can't really subscribe to that theory about a white rat battle like a Rockefeller or Walton or somebody like that to fund billions of dollars.
Especially not them, because that's
then that motherfucker becomes basically your master.
Right. And they are, what did Einstein say? We are their eternal enemies.
Yeah, and they're not gonna do it no way.
And he was a part of the club too.
But I'm saying but have there is instances of that, but not on the scale that he's saying, where people like fund certain things, and then you find out some big billionaire corporation behind it, like Black Lives Matter and all of that.
Cause a white a white motherfucking organization never back a nigger organization against their own. I don't give a fuck if they divided. And that way, that you know what I'm saying?
It would be funny. It would be funny as it's against them, but in reality, it really wouldn't be like Black Lives Matter.
Exactly.
See, Black Lives Matter is just all about, hey, let's keep all this shit going on.
The enemy of your enemy is a friend.
Hey,
so,
and a white person own Black Lives Matter.
So let me do this. Hey, listen, y'all.
All the black people at the top is fucking getting paid and living in mansions and shit.
Let's get back. Let's get back on.
One question. I just got one question.
We got to get back on topic, y'all. We got to get back on topic real quick. Go ahead.
I got one question real quick. I'm talking in reference to what the young guy, what was his name, Young Pharaoh, was trying to do before. I don't know what they did to him or whatever, but that whole movement is fucked. But anyway, he was trying to put a whole nation together, our own education system, own military, own economy, and all of that, right? And then they came in, and he was connecting with people all around the world. He had help from all types of people and different nationalities, all types of stuff. But anyway, theoretically speaking, if we was a part of that movement and we said, like, remember when everybody got the money for the unemployment and all that money was circulating?
Mm-hmm.
And then shortly after that, the taxes dropped. So what if we threw that money into the pot, all of us, throughout the whole country? You know what I mean? And started building our own nation. You know, getting our own, building our own economy, building our own education system and military and all of that type of shit. You see what I'm saying? We had the money to do it. They gave it to us.
Well, dang, we ain't gonna do right that. That's our mentality.
We had the money to do it. If you really think about it,
take that shit to Gucci.
If you really, exactly. If you really think about it,
it's the niggas' mentality.
They gave us the money to fucking do it.
And what are we stop us, bro?
Nobody y'all know. Hey, bro, nobody. Hey, listen, nobody y'all know did anything productive with that money.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That was our opportunity, man. That was our opportunity to start that shit.
So let me do this, Tons. Hold up. Let me. Yeah. Let me. Hey, Duce, what's happening, Captain? Duce, where you at? Duce sleep. Mandy, what's up, baby? Mandy, you there? They both sleep, y'all.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to say hi. Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
All right. Hey, so listen, y'all. We was on the topic of Larry Hoover. We done got off all type of shit. So real quick, David, what do you think about Larry Hoover and him denouncing himself from the GD, Gangster Disciple Growth and Development? What's your thoughts on that, David?
Having family from Chicago and in Chicago, from 1927? I feel like, hey, I know ADX. The man doesn't get his mail he gets his mail on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't touch anyone.
Yeah.
So with a situation like that, with his mindset, I believe he's at the point to where it's like, hey, listen, I'm ready to come home. I want to do the right thing.
Thanks.
You know, it's not about what he built, but it's about the generational mindset. And that's where I think he's at.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that perspective, David. So, Mandy,
Yes.
What do you think about Larry Hoover and him denouncing himself from the GDs?
I think it's a smart move on his part to go like straight and live the rest of his life, whatever the fuck he has left, out in peace. But at the end of the day, are they gonna let him go?
Exactly. That's the big question. Cause
like, are they gonna let him go? I doubt it, especially with what he knows and the time that he did.
Yeah, that's true. Cause that's just him doing that, to just let them know. But that don't mean they're gonna let him go. Cause there's been a lot of push to let him go, and they haven't yet. So
like they would think like he has some kind of animosity towards for like, why is he walking away? He did all this time because of whatever with the gang, and now you're just walking away. There's the people's got like, I don't think that he has animosity, but people are gonna take it like that. Like, what's wrong with us? Why are you walking away?
Yeah, I can see that, Mandy. I appreciate that. Q, you want to say something?
What I was trying to say, man, is y'all got y'all got to understand reality, right? And then y'all got to understand the political game, right? The political game is like, all right, you know what I'm saying? You humble and you trying to make shit work. You like, you know what I'm saying? You just trying to be peaceful and you trying to make it work. But in reality, if you notice, in any area of reality, like the streets, jail, or just in war, whoever aggressive wins. Whoever come the hardest wins. Mm-hmm. So if like, all of us want that, like, the best for our kids, best for our family. So you either gonna follow the rules and be a sheep, or you really want the best for your family. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that takes sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? In reality. So you could be a politician and you could say all these good things about, you know what I'm saying, I wish it was this way. You know what I'm saying? We can sit down and talk, but that shit don't work, bro. You got to show aggression, and that's how you win, bro. And that's in the streets, that's in jail, that's in reality. Like Columbus, they came, took over America, right? And they won. And they got blessed by that, right? Mm-hmm. Malcolm X, everybody. Not Malcolm X. Martin Luther King came peacefully. He said, "Hey, let's just sit down and talk. Let's march."
It wasn't just naked aggression, though.
Huh?
It wasn't just naked aggression. There was some type of cunningness to it. That's what motherfuckers always talk about.
It's political, but the political part is like a trick. It ain't, they tricked you to be political. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like
that's the main thing black people say. They tricked us. That's because you vulnerable. That's because you are vulnerable to be tricked. So therefore, you got to find the vulnerabilities of somebody, and then you got to exploit it.
That's the political.
They know we like fancy shit. So what they do? They throw some shiny shit in our face and trick a motherfucker. That shit ain't hard to figure out.
Right.
But all they gotta do is, like I'm saying, all they gotta do is tell you something free. They tell you they can put some shit in the I saw thousands of black people lined up around the fucking corner downtown in Detroit because somebody said they was giving out free houses.
That's what I'm saying.
Somebody said they giving out free fucking houses.
They come over and take your country, right?
Tell me they ain't giving out no fucking free houses, but yet because a motherfucker say some shit free, they exploit your vulnerability.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they come take your country and then they give you a bite. That's what I'm talking about, political and reality. Like, they come take your country over, they come kill your motherfucking ass, and then they give your ass a Bible and say this, God, and paint Jesus white and be like, God told us to do it. You know what I mean? So, I agree with you, Ken, but that's what I'm saying when I say political and reality. Like, you know what I'm saying? In reality, aggression wins. But then you got to be political to trick motherfuckers.
Well, you got a point. You got a point, Q, because, through history, we know that the United States, or just not the United States, but just the, Caucasian people in general, they've, conquered and divided many countries for their resources and everything. So we know that, violence or aggression makes a statement, and ultimately it wins. So
black people have but see, countries. Black people have conquered other countries like Ireland, like Spain. They just call Moors. You know what I'm saying? Why you think the Irish got red hair when they talk about Saint Patrick, when they celebrate Saint Patrick's Day and talking about running the snakes out? Those are Moors that they were talking about, the snakes that they ran out. And when you look at Spain, when you see those Europeans with that jet black hair over there in Spain and all the staccato and all the Moorish artwork over there, yeah, that's because the Moors conquered Spain. You know what I mean? So it's not like we ain't ever conquered anywhere before.
Right.
Our traits is in a whole lot of different people around this world.
Yeah.
It just hasn't been as recent as the transatlantic slave trade.
Okay. Thanks.
Very correct with that. Very, very correct with that.
That's what's up. Man. So yeah, so that was an interesting topic, man. Larry Hoover. I guess at the end of the day, man, look, man, we want to free. You know, I think it's been enough time he done served. I think at this point, regardless of how persuasive he is or whatever, I think they can work something out where he can be monitored but be home with his family. So that's what I feel. We got Cheese coming in, man. Let's see here. We connecting the audio real quick. We can go ahead and throw Cheese in the conversation. See what he think about this Larry Hoover. Then we're gonna move to the second topic of the night. We live on the motherfucking Shank Show where we get paper and we stay low. Hey man, say man, we got a live motherfucking panel. Hey Cheese.
What up, though?
Cheese,
what up, though?
What's the deal?
Man, I hear a motherfucking pig with the goddamn sky body having this coolie picnic shit. You know how I be fucking around.
Oh, y'all going crazy around that motherfucker, man. Hey, Cheese.
What up, though?
Hey, listen, man, what you think about Larry Hoover and him denouncing the GDs, man? What's your thoughts?
They gonna kill that nigga. That shit for life.
Damn. They gonna kill him, Cheese?
Man, you say Larry Hoover, right?
Larry Hoover.
It's too late for that shit. That nigga been doing that shit his whole life. I'm just like, I don't know, I might be wrong. No, they'll do that to me, but they say it's only one way in and one way out. That's what I heard.
Say that shit for life, huh, Cheese?
Hey, that's what they say. I'm like 56. I ain't no gang member. What that nigga say? Whatever the fuck they be talking about. What up, though? Y'all all right, though?
Chilling, man. Chilling, cooling, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tricia told about the motherfucking show. I was at work, though.
Yeah.
I thought about that shit. Let me see if I can dial in. I tried to dial in last night. I told motherfuckers trying to get in. I had told them the show for the night before.
Yeah. No, it's all good, man. We appreciate you for being here, man.
You know, I know a lot of motherfuckers. Well, I'm pretty sure everybody know a lot of motherfuckers, man. I'm like everybody on the motherfucking show, to be honest with you, can say that right now.
For sure.
Everybody on the motherfuckers cool with me. I don't really even know them, but shit. It's almost like we know each other now.
Exactly. That's the good thing about it. Bring people together, man.
That goddamn line, that motherfucking heavy.
Hey, no doubt. I'm going to try to get Vine in here now.
That motherfucker 70 ton, yeah, they be on the nut.
Hey, Vine. Vine, where you at?
Vine better watch out for Timbo, though, you know what I'm saying?
Timbo on his head. Hey, listen. Yeah, Timbo knows some MMA shit, and he's 6'5". Vine gonna have to box that nigga real fast, man.
Hey, tell him what he texted you today.
Yeah, he said he been. Hey, Timbo texted me and said he being trained by Chuck Liddell. He getting ready for the fight.
He said Chuck Liddell.
I wanted to say something so bad, but it wasn't my fight last night. I wanted to say something. Chuck Liddell been knocked out so many times. That's the wrong nigga to be straight. I don't feel like you was 6'5" or 10'7", motherfucker. Whatever the fuck you call it. Fuck you talking about how big you is. I'm not gonna hear that shit. But it wasn't my fight though. So I handle that shit like a man though. But I don't like nigga whatever. You a pussy. And I'm trying to fuck something. She like 5 points. I'm trying to fuck something. I ain't trying to fight those dumb ass shit. Shut the fuck up. Tim said, hey, tell that nigga, man, I motherfucking team, and then we get money and stay low. Nigga, you ain't trying to fight. What's wrong with that nigga?
Yeah, he want a box, man. Hey.
What happened to Tim?
I don't know, man. Tim, he was supposed to tap in today.
That's what it is. Hey, that,
Cheese over there having fun. Hey, all right, listen.
As far as Larry Hoover trying to announce that shit, good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that for sure. Hey, listen, we gonna move into the second topic, y'all. Hey, Cheese, mute up for me real quick. Then I'm gonna come back in once you start talking.
All right, got you.
All right. So listen, y'all, we finna I got you. Hey, listen. We gonna get into the motherfucking second topic on the Shank Show, man. We live on the motherfucking Shank Show. We get paper, we stay low, man. We live right now on Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. Everybody go subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. The Shank Show YouTube channel. Subscribe. Everybody like, comment, share. You know, the Instagram, the Facebook. Show some love, man. Don't cost a thing. So listen, I want to get into the second topic. Second topic of the night, y'all, is the body that was found in the Detroit Receiving Hospital parking garage. There was a body that was found, and I'm gonna read a little bit of the story for y'all, which was reported by the Metro Detroit News. And so there's a backstory to this. It was a husband that was found, and earlier his wife was found. Let's see here. So here's the story, y'all. And this is from Metro Detroit News. Decomposed body found in Detroit Receiving Hospital parking garage. The body of a man was found decomposed Friday in Detroit Receiving Hospital parking garage. Police say the man may have been linked to a death investigation at Southfield. On July 7th, 2022, at around 1 p.m., Southfield officers were dispatched to the 21,000 block of Avon Lane regarding a death investigation. Initially, the investigation led on-scene personnel to believe the deceased, a 63-year-old female and Southfield resident, had passed from natural causes. On July 8th, 2022, at approximately 7 a.m., Southfield detectives were contacted by the medical examiner's office and advised bullet fragments were located in the skull of the deceased during the examination. Later that day, Southfield detectives were advised that the victim's husband, a 65-year-old man of a Southfield resident, was found deceased in the city of Detroit from a apparent gunshot wound, possibly self-inflicted. Detroit police say his body was found in a car in the parking garage of Detroit Receiving Hospital. Southfield detectives are now investigating a possible connection between the two incidents, police said in a statement. So, you heard the story. You know, it looks like a murder-suicide type of situation. But I was wondering when I heard it, I'm like, damn, why the fuck did nigga drive to the hospital? Like, was he trying to, like, kill itself and get help? Like, what? I don't understand what the fuck was the point of that. But anyway, he was closer to the. I don't get it. Like he was just. So, but anyway, let me go to Q, man. Hey Q, what you think about this body found in the Detroit receiving hospital, man? What's your thoughts?
Hey, damn, bro, my bad, my sad, man. Hey, repeat that, man. Repeat that.
So it's like a murder suicide situation.
Real quick, my bad.
So a murder suicide situation where the 65-year-old looks like he killed his wife in Southfield. 63-year-old looked like he shot her in the head. And he drove to Detroit Receiving Hospital in a parking garage and shot himself in the head and killing himself. So I just wanted to know your thoughts on this. What you think about that situation?
Shit, man, it sound like dude was like, you know what I'm saying, kind of, you know, like frustrated and was to his limit. He was to his limit. He like, man, fuck this shit. You know what I mean? And he did some shit. He regretted and took himself out. You know what I mean? Fucked up, but like you gotta be stronger than that. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to deal with tough situations, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Tough situations, you know, grow you. You know what I mean? Make you better. You know what I mean? But it seemed like he was just, you know, was dealing with a tough situation and couldn't grow from it. And his demise came, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He took himself out. Like, it's sad, but you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You got to be strong, bro. You got to get through them situations, man. Like, you know, maybe his old lady cheating on him. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, or maybe, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But you know, it's, you know what I'm saying? You got to be bigger than that shit, bro. You can't be weak to nothing, man. Especially if you're a male. Like, you know what I'm saying? We run shit. We built everything out here. So if you're a male, like, you got to be able to deal with anything, bro. So it sounds like he got weak. You know what I'm saying? He was depressed. He was weak. And you know what I'm saying? He took his anger out on his family. And that was his wife, right?
Yeah, that was his wife.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He took his frustration out. You know what I'm saying? And then he was scared, you know, feared going to jail and killed himself, rather go, you know, kill himself and go to jail. You know, he was a bitch. Sound like, for real. Sound like he was a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because I would, you know, how you kill your wife. You know, anybody, like, you don't control nobody. So, you know what I'm saying? So if your wife want to cheat on you, let her cheat, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you want to kill her, fucking go to jail. Like,
say don't kill yourself.
Like, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, that was cowardly, very cowardly, man.
Yeah.
For sure. I agree with that, Q. So let me do this. Heavy. What do you think about this body found at Detroit Receiving Hospital? 65-year-old male kills his 63-year-old wife and then kills himself. What's your thoughts?
Shit, man. Shit. I don't know, man. Like, shit. Well, you know, if something happened, he did what he did, and shit, and he went and killed himself, bro. That's the end. Like that. Like I don't know, man. Like, my thoughts is like, I wish, you know, that this shit didn't happen in the first place and they'd still be here. But I guess he figured he's 65 any goddamn way. You know what I'm saying? You know. So he did some bullshit for whatever reason, like you said. And, you know what I'm saying? Sound like the nigga, you feel me, was kind of like fearing what he did. So he killed himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't want to, you know what I'm saying? He ain't want to go to jail, or maybe even deeper than that, you know, face his family for what he done did to their mama. We don't know if they got kids,
right,
or whatever. You feel me? But he didn't want to face nothing. You know what I'm saying? So he took himself out. He felt like that was the easiest route to go, is to go and just take myself out. That way I ain't got to face the kids. I ain't got to face the law. I ain't got to face nothing. You feel me? But in an instance, see, with domestic violence, with shit like that, where maybe like you saying he had reached his limit, but you know, you could just leave before you reach your limit,
right,
and separate yourself from the situation before you reach your limit. You feel me? So to me, it's like, you know, for you staying and taking the shit and it building up, you the fool for whatever happened after that. Because you could have just left, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, man, or you know what I'm saying, situation like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta try to nip it in the bud, bro. You feel me? Like, you know, and then, you know, whatever happened, bro, you could just separate yourself. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that could make a person do something like that if it was instant. If you walked in on something, you know what I'm saying? Walked in on her, you know, sucking a nigga dick or fucking a nigga. And then if you walk in on that, then yeah, I might blow your ass right then and there. But the thing is, if it ain't like that, you know what I'm saying? You always can remove yourself from a situation, dog, before it even get that far. You get what I'm saying? You decide to take something and, you know, deal with it and this and that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, everybody got choices, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't take a situation and then something happen real bad in an instant because you know, you at your limit. Fuck being at your limit, man. You gotta protect yourself. And the only way to protect yourself is to remove yourself.
Facts, Heavy. Appreciate that, man. Hey, so son the 7th, what do you think about this body found in the Detroit Receiving Hospital parking garage? What's your thoughts?
I don't know, man. It's crazy, but I was reading. They said at first it seemed like she had passed away from natural causes.
Yep.
But then coroner said they found bullet fragments in her skull.
Yep.
So I don't know if that means like what does that even mean? Like she caught some fragments from something, or did he shoot her direct? I mean,
nigga, if they found fragments, they shot her ass, nigga.
Right. But it seemed like her brains wouldn't have never appeared that she died of natural causes. It would have never got to the coroner if it was obvious that she had been shot. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's kind of like weird how the story is. And then they go down to the hospital and find old boy dead down at the hospital in his car. So I could do a whole bunch of speculating that he killed her, then killed himself, couldn't handle whatever. It's just hard to know.
Could have been a gambling debt, huh?
It's just hard to know, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but you, hey, K.
How do you shoot somebody in the head, but it appeared that it was natural causes at first? That means there was no blood in that nowhere.
Or no bullet hole, obvious bullet hole.
That's what I'm saying.
So
that's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to even
that's true.
On it as far as like the angle, as far as their relationship go, he got mad and did this or did that. Because who the hell even knows?
And we could think we could think about this too, K. Shit, for all we know, it could be a perpetrator involved where he killed the wife, drove the guy to the motherfucking parking garage, killed him, and got the fuck on.
Weird. It's weird just reading it. Like, what the fuck?
Some smaller calibers, aren't they like not as noticeable?
Sometimes.
Like I'm talking about a 22.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a 22.
Yeah, sometimes.
I'm saying though, it seems like
no, they're noticeable. But see, it could
be. No, I'm talking about like if she got shot in the head and she got thick ass hair.
They might not see that right away.
But let's say they
got
right away.
Because that's why they found corners. You get what I'm saying?
The corner gonna shade their head off.
A closer microscope look on the body. You feel me?
Sometimes
you will miss shit. Just looking at it. What if he had them lows that, split? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that's
hollow points or the other one?
The split loads, the one that split. There's ones that split and it'd be like
I know
6.
But they gonna split upon impact though. They ain't gonna split. And then
right, but let's say
those are created to make.
But let's say he didn't hit her right. He didn't hit her directly though.
Maybe, right, like I'm saying, what if he shot what if they was arguing and he took the gun out, shot the floor, and a couple fragments hit her in the head?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You see this sounds like a Megan Thee Stallion type of story.
Yeah. He took her to the hospital. And how did they find her? Did they find her?
They found her at the crib, I think. Yeah.
Or at the crib. And then he probably like, damn, you know.
Yeah.
It was an accident.
It could have been.
What I'm saying?
Could have been.
And then, because it's so small, the fragments, when they break off into them pieces, you know what I mean? It could have ricocheted.
They found her deceased in her Southfield home.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, they sure did. Mandy said that shit sound like some Megan Stallion shit.
Fragments say he didn't shoot her directly in the head.
Right.
It might not have been no blood because it's hot. Yeah. It could have seen.
Might not have been no blood.
Yep. Right. It could have hit that, went in her head. It was hot going in and made it what you call when you seal it like a cauterized.
Yeah. And because she was already old, it didn't take that much trauma to kill her.
Yeah.
Right. And so he probably was
65.
She was 63, I think.
He drove himself to the hospital.
This article says 65 the one I read.
Okay.
65.
Now you might have read 63. You know, that ain't never right. So.
No, I thought the wife was 63 and the husband was 65.
Oh, okay. No, it says 65-year-old woman right here, and then it says 65-year-old man. So it says both the 65.
Okay, for sure.
Damn. So he drove himself to the hospital to kill himself. What why you trying?
That's what I said. Why did he do that? Like, did he go
to hope that he might survive?
Right.
Yeah, just in case he survives, so he don't suffer too long.
Right.
What the
they
fuck?
They might resuscitate my ass and feel sorry for him. It was an accident, damn it.
Hey, and that shit backfired. If that was his thought, that shit backfired. He was decomposing. By the time they found this motherfucking ass.
Right.
They found him days later.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
The ticket on his parking ticket, I think said the 4th or something like that.
Damn.
Hold on, let me look.
So she had been dead for a while too then.
Yeah, his parking ticket was dated July the 4th, and they found him on the 7th.
Damn. He had to do that shit like...
Yeah, they found her on the 7th, and then later that day found him.
Damn.
He probably did that shit like 3 a.m. or something where ain't nobody would in the garage. Because they would have heard the gunshot. Pow. What was that?
Oh, the gunshot seemed like it happened at the home. He just, you saying when he killed himself. Right.
Did he shoot himself?
Yeah.
Did he shoot himself?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He died of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head.
I mean, either it was like some like mafia type shit, or it was full of emotions. It's either or.
Q,
you know what I mean?
What about this scenario? Hold on, Q. What about this scenario? Home invasion. Intruder comes in. Shoots the wife. Kidnaps the husband. Take him to the parking garage. Kill him. Leave him there and leave. That's not a possible scenario.
That's what I'm saying, like some mafia shit, like some planned out shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like 2 out of 10. Like that's like a small ratio right there. You know what I mean?
What hospital?
Receiving.
I'm rolling with the emotional part.
Oh, in Detroit?
Yeah, he lived in Southfield. Yeah, so
she was in Southfield.
He drove a good distance.
If they found like gun fragments in her brain, and that's a fact, you know what I'm saying? He shot her. You feel me? So if that's a fact, you know what I'm saying? He shot her. It was emotional shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. You know what I mean?
He could have shot the wall. He could have just shot the pistol, period. And say fragments.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm saying
that ain't nothing but shrapnel. You know what I'm saying? That's like you throw a grenade over there, and then shrapnel will come over here and hit.
All right, let me ask this: is these just ordinary people? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they like?
That's what we don't know all of that.
Are they No, what I'm saying is, are they CEOs of big companies?
No, Not from what we read. It just seemed like they some normal folks from what we read.
No, it was some normal folks. It was some emotional shit, man. Like she probably was cheating, and he just, you know what I mean, caught her or had a PI or some bullshit. You know what I mean? That's the real story. If they ain't had no influence or no power, you know what I'm saying? It was some emotional shit. And he killed her and he shot himself, bro. They just some mom and pop type shit, some normal people. That's all it was. They weren't no super influenced, powerful people.
So, so Q, what would you? So if they were, say they were, scenario that they were some influential folks, how do you think this situation would be different?
It depends. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm saying the mob did it, political shit. You know what I mean? I'm going with it all. You know what I'm saying? But if they just some normal neighbor, next door people. You know what I'm saying? Average Joe, you know what I'm saying? 50,000 a year type people. Man, they ain't got no power. But if they making millions, yeah, you know what I'm saying? A play probably was put down. You know what I'm saying? So, but if they just little normal people, man, you know what I'm saying? Hell nah, man. That was emotional shit. That was all emotions. Nigga was depressed, unhappy, you know. How it's all niggas be dealing with chicks. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, listen to me. If she fuck you know what I'm saying? Bitch, I'm about to go fuck the neighbor. And, you know, I'm about to go fuck the neighbor and then, you know what I mean, get the gunplay.
Right. So, okay. So with that being said, Q, appreciate that. Hey, Mandy, what do you think about this body found in Detroit Receiving Hospital? What's your thoughts?
I think mental health is a big thing about that. Like, and then if you're gonna kill somebody, then kill yourself. Like, your mental can't be there at all. You something's wrong. And I think that story is gonna develop more once the family starts speaking out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also, like, if you're gonna kill yourself, just kill yourself. Why you kill somebody else too?
For real, it's cowardly. It's cowardly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cowardly. Once he killed his wife, you know, as a lot of I guess people do, they kill themselves because they don't want to be faced. They don't want to face the consequences, and that's what makes it cowardly. You know.
Man, I ain't gonna say it's mental health though, because you know what I'm saying. Real talk. I think everybody on this motherfucking panel thought about killing the motherfucker. You know what I mean?
But the difference is, Q, we didn't do it. See, when you're mentally unstable, you will do it. See, even if we thought about it, we didn't follow through with it. You know what I'm saying? Because
the thing is, we have something to lose.
I ain't never.
When you fucked up like that, you have nothing to lose. He could have been in debt. That's what I'm saying. The story would be better in the long run because he could have been in debt. She could have been cheating on him. All that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the perfect scenario, pretty much. I mean, we just ain't been in that perfect scenario. Like once you get in that perfect situation, you don't know what you would do. You know what I'm saying? Like, think of a motherfucker coming to molest your motherfucking kid or something. You ain't gonna blow that nigga head on?
Yeah.
Quick as fuck.
That's what I'm saying. So it ain't got to be mental health. It could just be the perfect situation.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point because I know, yeah, you're right. Certain situations will cause for a motherfucker mentally ill or not.
Yeah, he could have loved that woman to death and did everything, and then she just, you know what I'm saying? It just be the perfect situation.
What about this? What if she came in and he was in there getting fucked? By a man, right?
Damn.
And she grabbed his pistol. Motherfucker, pow! Tried to shoot at them niggas.
And killed herself.
Ricochet, bullet fragmented her head.
Yeah.
George, what are you doing in there?
Somebody, can you watch the first 48?
Hey, that's a possible scenario, though.
Hey, Chance.
Right.
Hey, Chance.
Yeah, situation.
I sent you a message, bro.
You sent me a message? Let me see. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a possible scenario, Tons. That's crazy. That could be.
I know in today's time, you don't know what the hell to expect.
Yeah, lying.
Don't, bro.
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Yeah, the situation. Like, perfect situation, bro. Crazy shit.
What the hell? Oh, no, man.
That's crazy.
What y'all talking about, man? I want to know.
No, now you got all the
right.
Yeah.
We all want to know shit now.
I'll tell him about somebody that died.
Damn.
Man, that's crazy. He's on the channel.
College boy?
No. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Rest in peace, College Boy Earl, man.
Rest in peace, College Boy Earl. I was a fan of his music.
Yeah, long live College Boy, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
Was that young cat? You sent me his music?
Yeah, hey Q.
Probably.
Remember he was on here. Remember he was under the name. He came on the podcast. He was under the name Kevin Samuels. Remember? And I was like,
yeah.
It was Kevin Samuels,
Kevin
nigga.
Samuel.
Yeah. It was Kevin Samuels, but you know what I mean,
Yeah. That's what you say. He passed away.
His cousin shot him. Y'all might have seen the news.
Oh, I did see it.
Yeah, over there on I think Fairfield, right off of near the lodge or whatever.
Damn,
that's sad, man.
Own cousin, man. Damn.
Cause they were arguing over some fucking glasses, dog.
But that's how I think, bro. Like, man, that's how I did, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was talking about earlier. Like how niggas will put you in the trunk, man. Like usually niggas get killed by people close to them. You know what I'm saying? Because jealousy a motherfucker, bro. Like, dude's probably jealous as fuck of that nigga. You know what I'm saying? He just used that excuse for them glasses to execute, you know what I mean? To do what he had to do. Yeah. But, man, it's sad, bro. Like, it's sad, bro. And that's how white folks look at us, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can sing, we can dance, we can hoop, we can run. You know what I'm saying? We invent a lot of shit. Our country, where we live at is very resourceful. Like we got a lot of shit to be jealous of. That's how it be, man. Like on a world stage. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they oppress us, because they want to oppress us to make themselves feel better. You feel me?
Yeah.
So right. Hey, has anybody noticed the shift in the behaviors of people and in nature and in animals and in everything in the past like 6 years?
Definitely since COVID. I don't know about the past 6.
But I'm thinking like from 2015, 16 is when it started. That's what it seemed like. 16. No, wait a minute. Hold on, I'm going back too far. This is 22.
Put my finger on.
Yeah, right before the COVID.
Yeah, right before the COVID.
No. I'm right. It was around 15 is when weird little things I started occurring. And
even like fruits and vegetables taste different.
Yes, exactly. Everything is different. Even with the humans, with the animals. You got animals not respecting people anymore. And they got a TV show about it too. But it's in real life. You got animals not respecting humans. Animals not respecting humans.
I know my dumb ass wife started saying things around that time.
No, for real though. Real talk. Real talk. More women. You got more wives cheating than anything ever. You got more of a lot of. It's like the bad. Like if you look at things as a higher self and a lower self, it looks like the lower self is coming to the forefront.
Like the music, all the music being pushed. Just shoot 'em up, bang bang, or ratchet hoe shit. Ratchet hoe shit, or shoot 'em up, murder shit.
And even in the animal world, you got the baboons. It's like gangs. They be going in people's houses. And they work as a team. The little one open the window, they climb in, open the door. They all run in, steal stuff, open their car doors, and you got animals that don't even run from you no more. You know what I mean?
All the dogs and cats in my house open doors.
Damn.
And that's funny.
I'm telling you. What about the birds? They was talking about that crow looking. It was like the crow family, and the bird died. A bird was dead on the ground. And hundreds of birds surrounded the bird like they was having a freaking funeral.
Hey, that's crazy, Tons, because I just went to Smoky Mountains probably like 2 years ago. And when I went there, they was like the the bears would come into the complex, and they would open the car doors and go. So they was like, lock your doors because the bears starting to come into the complex, and they know they just learned how to open the doors to the cars to go inside the doors.
Damn.
Man, look, everything is changing. And I was saying this. Man, I'm not going to, this will be a whole other topic. I'm not even going to mention. But it's some stuff going on, man, that's causing this. You know what I mean? And it's going to be a constant shift going in that direction. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, it's really weird stuff going on, man. You got to look at the nature, look at the animals, look at you got male animals having sex with male animals.
Mm. Really?
You got
really?
They watch
really?
You get some
crazy stuff. Right. You got all kind of crazy stuff going on, man. It's man, and it's like it's happening at a rate where we constantly being desensitized in this direction. Then it's just, and before you know it, you just in something that's totally different than it was just a short time ago. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? We're in a whole different world. Imagine how different this world is going to be in 5 years or 3 years.
Motherfucker is moving fast, though. It's changing.
It's moving fast.
Hell yeah.
Just think about this. 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Could you imagine this world to be like it is now?
Hell
and all the shit that's on TV and everything that's going on.
Hell no.
It's just like, what the fuck?
And it seems like time just moving faster though, bro.
Moving fast, like the earth is
it's like the earth moving faster. The motherfuckers don't notice that. I noticed it. Like shit moving faster, bro. Like it's like the world moving faster, period, bro. Like you feel?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything is like something.
I agree with something going on. I do agree with
it's
that.
Something different.
It's something change and something going
on.
Yeah,
everybody moves a lot slower.
And I think that a lot of this started happening after the major transition happened about a year or 2 years after the Iraqi war.
Mm.
And you know what's coincidental about that is Saddam Hussein they had found some ancient ruins underground, and he put a small military base there, had a little airstrip there too, and the local people weren't able to go anywhere near that area. Mm-hmm. And then after they went in looking for weapons of mass destruction, and they went in there and excavated all that shit out of there. Mm-hmm. And guess what happened right after that? The biggest machine known in the history of mankind was made.
Mm. I know they just got that CERN. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Like 2 days ago, they got it going again. It's much more powerful or some shit.
Damn. No, that shit been going. They just
they shut it down. They just restarted it. They made it more powerful.
Yeah. You know what some people who scientists, whoever that got together because they started noticing what was going on, and they tried to blow it up. They thought it was going to be like a vacuum because it's underground, and they put explosives in there, but it only damaged a small part of it. And it was only shut down for about 30 or 60 days or something like that, and it was back up and running.
Oh, wow.
Because they smashed those protons together, and it was opening up dimensions and extracted dark matter out of it. And they say a drop of it can cause chaos in a society. So, for instance, if they put a drop of that here, in the Detroit metro area, the whole Detroit metro area, people be doing all kind of crazy stuff. And a gram of it could cause a tsunami. That's probably how the tsunami happened, because they couldn't contain shit. Because you have to have special type of containment, big-ass facilities just to house something that small of it, and they have the ability to produce pounds of it. Now, they talk about CERN, which is the biggest one in the world from all the European nations.
We got 3 of them in America, right?
There's 3 of them in America.
Yeah, and they've been producing that shit in that dark matter in universities. And what you're saying is true. Like niggas
It's
is going
offsetting our
crazy.
balance here. It's offsetting our balance here. The more of that shit that they bring from there in here, it's offsetting our balance. And where they're supposed to be getting it from is supposed to be the a dimension where dark spirits and evil, like for instance, if you could quantify or if you could make evil tangible or chaos tangible, that's what it is. What the fuck? So if they can do that, imagine if we could make love tangible. If we could make evil tangible, what if we can make good tangible? You see what I'm saying? You know, I don't know. That's just something I just threw out there. But damn, it's offsetting our balance here, man. It's continuously, you can see the changes.
That made me think about the bulletproof vest shit. That made me think about the cartel. They had a shootout in Mexico with the cartel. One of the families down there, and when it was all said and done, there was a pet monkey that had a motherfucking bulletproof vest on that had been killed in a gunfire.
Hell no.
Yeah. Cartel, they get too much.
To the pet monkey.
Hey man, R.I.P. to the pet monkey.
Those white people were so mad about that monkey dying.
Hell yeah. They like, these motherfuckers put a vest on a monkey. Motherfuckers.
So shout out to the monkey, man.
Shit crazy.
These animals are getting sophisticated and they're not respecting humans. Most animals in their nature, they try to stay away. You human walk, then they kind of run off or something, or you know what I'm saying? They ain't doing none of that.
But
shit.
I don't know tons. I just seen the Instagram video. I seen quite a few of them. Some guy, he looked like a Caucasian guy, and he fucking got total control over these big ass crocodiles, man. He be feeding them and petting them and shit.
Yeah,
and it'd be like 6 or 7 of them.
Got control of it, really don't.
Man,
I said, dang. If you see them videos, man, with them baboons opening people's doors and raiding the houses, they plot and scheme. They know, okay, this guy in this house over here, he feeds his dogs outside. This guy, they come in, man, like
Did you see that? You see that dog? He was able to hit buttons, and the buttons was talking for him.
Yeah.
I seen that. He called the lady a bitch. He was like, first he was like, let's play. He kept hitting the let's play button. And then the lady wouldn't play with him. Then he was like, bitch. He kept hitting the bitch button.
Hey, did y'all see the motherfucking, I think it was like a orangutan or something, and he grabbed the nigga on the cage. Wouldn't let him go, grabbed his ass, man, and he wouldn't let that motherfucker go, man. That motherfucker trying to get loose from that motherfucker orangutan. He had a hold on him, man. He grabbed him. The motherfucker walked up to the cage, and he grabbed the shit out and said, yeah, that shit was crazy.
Remember they was looking at him, the gorilla went and said, boom, hit that glass and broke it, cracked it.
Hell yeah.
And reinforced glass at the zoo.
Hell yeah. Them niggas be strong than a motherfucker, man.
There's definitely some changes happening in our environment.
That's why
even in the ocean.
I don't play with nature like that. It was just some shark attacks just happening.
Yeah, look at the sharks. It's something that's eating the sharks.
Mm-hmm.
And then look at them other sharks that can survive in the boiling water and shit. They got different species of them. What the hell? Man, this shit is getting out of control. It's getting out of control, man.
Hey, that shit crazy, man. But with that being said, Tons, man, I ain't gonna hold everybody all night, man. You know, we went over the 2 hot topics of the night. I appreciate everybody for being here on the panel on the motherfucking Shank Show, where we get paper and we stay low.
Stay low.
And every time we go live, we live on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Please, everybody, go subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't. Like, share, comment, you know, on the Instagram, the Twitch, and the Facebook, and the chat. The chat is always open. When we go live, all comments will be read live on all platforms. So feel free to jump in the chat. And you can come with your own topics as well. You got any topics, you can email me at theshankshowofficial@gmail.com, and we'll discuss your topic. Right now, I just want to do my outros. I want to say I appreciate Son.
Look.
Go ahead, son.
Watch this. Watch this. Hold on, wait till Ray J go away. Look at this.
What the hell?
Girl delivered a baby just standing there.
Damn.
What? Y'all see how she just pulled that joint out like.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hold the phone up a little bit. Yeah. Look at this shit. Damn. That's crazy. That's wild.
Play that part again.
Look. I really couldn't see it, man. What happened?
The baby came out. She's standing up. She delivered a baby standing up.
Standing up, just pulled that joint out of her pants. Like, yo, look what I got.
Man, what the hell?
Hold on, explain that again.
Look.
What the fuck?
I can't see it.
Click on the screen.
I'm trying to.
Click on his and blow it up. That's crazy, man. What the?
Say something. Ken.
Damn, look at this shit, dog. Hell no, just fucked up, man. That's crazy. Oh my god.
And that baby is full size. Like, it's not a petite. It's not like creamy. It's full size.
Full size.
Right.
Baby.
Like she just went like it wasn't nothing.
Hey,
did you blow it up?
Punch up on the internet to pull that up.
Jesus.
He said.
It's on Ray J's Instagram.
Click on Son the 7 name.
All right, hold on. Let me go see.
What the fuck? And her pants ain't even all the way down. She just put like, boom, there it is.
Damn.
Lord.
No, she didn't deliver before.
That's all I was gonna say. It's not the first kid.
Hey, Ken. She got a big old thing.
Right.
Yeah, she delivered about 5 of them joints before.
She got fucked by 20 Mandingo niggas. That bitch pussy big as hell. That bitch just dropped out.
Damn.
About big as your head, huh?
Big pussy, bitch. Yeah, big pussy, bitch. That bitch pussy ain't shit. I guarantee it.
Hey, that'd be crazy.
One girl, 2 watermelons.
Right. That bitch pussy big in the motherfucker.
Hey, so Son the 7th, man, appreciate you for being here, man, tonight, man. No doubt. Every time it's love. Go and support Dynamic Range Studios if you need any recording, you need any mix and mastering services. Dynamic Range Studios is the place to be. That's the place to go. I recommend it.
The best in the country.
Best in the country, my baby. Maybe best in the world. Who knows?
Best in the world, bro.
But it's definitely get you industry standards. So fuck with Dynamic Range Studios. Heavy Hefe, man. You already know the motherfucker host of the show, man. He raw and uncut every time he touch down. He is the most controversial man on the planet. Raw and Uncut Heavy Hefe is his show. And he do it live on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram. Fuck with the Raw and Uncut Heavy Hefe show, nigga. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so also Mandy, beautiful, talented, strong woman, Mandy, living in California right now, but a Detroit native. We appreciate you for coming, baby, as always. One love.
Thank you. Always love.
For sure. Q, big cuz in the motherfucking building, man. We appreciate you for being here, Q. Good looking. We got 2 tons, you know what I mean? The original beat making savage, you know what I'm saying? Hella Fetty, you know what it is. Helly Figures, Slick Track Days, nigga got me to rapping. 2 tons in the motherfucking building, man. Roll where the fuck we want to roll. 2 tons. Appreciate you for being here.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
No doubt, no doubt. Cheese having a ball. Cheese, I see he got all
He
type
having a ball.
Man,
Like he got the bike out and everything.
Man, all type of shit. He got hoes all in the camera, man. We appreciate Cheese for being here, man. So with that being said, we live on the motherfucking Shank Show where we get paper and we stay low. Until next time, we out. Yes, sir. One love, niggas.
Yeah.
Saving all my paper, I need a fortune. Raised by them hustlers and them killers known for extortion. Yeah, every dollar sold, I need my portion. Fucking on your bitch, got an abortion. Wife ain't with the shit. Saving all my paper, I need a fortune. Raised by them hustlers and them killers known for extortion. Yeah, every dollar sold, I need my portion. Fucking on your bitch, got an abortion. Wife ain't with the shit. Then I'm divorcing, ain't no